Segments in Studio STL presented by Mattress Direct have been sponsored by Plexiderm, the Pineview Medical Clinic, Core Physical Therapy, and Smoothie King. Well, starting an exercise habit is the easy part. I mean, we do it all the time, but sticking with it, well, that's another thing. Joining me on this Wellness Wednesday is life coach from the House of Routine, Justin Crawford. Justin, how are you doing today?
It's good to be with you. Hey, St. Louis.
Hey,
I hope you guys are ready to talk fitness.
I know. I am ready to talk fitness because if you're like me, I always start, but I never finish. I mean, there are 3.5 months left in the year. There's plenty of time for you to start and stick with a routine. How would you recommend that someone stick with it, Justin?
It goes back to some of the other topics we discussed every time we were doing these segments together. But I think right now you have to identify what kind of fitness you want in your life. When do you want to do it, right? Are you a morning bird like me and you wake up at 5:30 and you want to get straight to the gym? Do you prefer to do it in the middle of the day, at the end of the night? And then you kind of start figuring out where to allot that time into your own schedule, which is the most important part, and then how to stick with that routine. And you don't have to do it 7 days a week either. I think people get it in their head that maybe it's something they have to do every single day, but there's different types of fitness and activities for a reason, and you kind of have to identify which one's going to make the most sense for you, and then you look at your week and you plot them in accordingly.
Well, count me in for the 4:45. My alarm goes off. I get to the gym, workout. If I don't do it in the morning, it's just not going to get done. So I have to carve out that time. But Justin, really, why do we need to stay active?
Well, there's been a lot of research done in just the past couple of years after the pandemic that the most peak time for people to be doing fitness and staying active tends to be in the summer and the fall. And so clearly that leaves the last 90 days, which are right in front of us of the year, for people to stop working out, and they tend to not feel like they want to do it so much. But I think we have to realize the benefits of working out and just the endorphin releasage and the mood and energy and the focus that comes from that alone tends to be the best part of working out, especially if you do it in the morning. But there's like major health benefits and longevity. We've all heard those things. And so I think the more that we lean into figuring out how every single day you can stay active, if that's a long walk for you, if that's a high intensity interval training workout for you, I think it's about figuring out where you are, especially in your health and wellness journey, to identify which fitness routine is going to make the most sense for you, what kind of workouts you want to do, and then most importantly, sticking to it as we get to the holidays where people tend to just not work out, right? The last 90 days, people are not as motivated to do so, probably due in part to the weather.
Well, we don't want to fall off the rocker, but we do want to fall into an amazing routine. And one of those things that people encounter when they've started that workout routine is burnout. How do we avoid burnout?
I think it will totally have to come down to variety. If you're doing the same workout every single day, you're going to burn out. I think anybody can attest to that. Even if you're walking every single day, you're going to get bored of it, and then eventually that leads to burnout. So a variety of fitness planning, I think, like for myself, I tend to do high intensity interval training 3 days a week, long walks or hikes the other 2 days, and then something random on a Saturday that has something to do with volleyball or an outdoor activity. I think when you can look at a roadmap for yourself and see which, again, back to what I had just said, which ones are going to make the most sense for you, and then creating a variety around that, you will not burn out around fitness.
Well,
You'll probably enjoy it even more.
And I love that you said, go ahead and create that roadmap. I mean, really, your why has to be greater than all of your excuses. Why would you encourage people to take some time out to really define and hone in on their whys for the workouts?
I think people have different fitness goals, of course, depending on where you come from, how you were born, how you were raised. And some people don't have that at the beginning of their life, where their parents are like, let's go to the gym, let's go on a walk. And so if you have that in you and you know that this is part of a journey that you want, your why will be important, right? If your why is to lose weight and you want to lose 20 pounds, then you will totally have a different roadmap of fitness than someone who just wants to do it to stay active, who has a higher metabolism, doesn't necessarily need to lose 20 pounds. And so identifying that on the front end is very important, Chelsea, for sure.
Well, knowing where you start is all about making sure that you can see the finish line at the end. Justin, thanks for joining us on another edition of Wellness Wednesday. If you're at home and you're watching, you can find Justin online at thehouseofroutine.com. It's their website. You can also find their podcast on all platforms. And again, you can follow them on Instagram at The House of Routine. Justin sits down every week with celebrities to go over how they maintain their routine. So check it out. It's a great way to get your routine back on track. Justin, thanks again for being here with us. And St. Louis, we'll see you right back here tomorrow at noon.